Hi ladies, it's Ashley here. I am sitting in my living room floor in front of my door so that I can give you the best lighting possible. I want you to get a really good look at my before. All I have on right now is our primer, which as you can tell is kind of clear and you can't see any coloring or any tinting in it. The primer provides an amazing base for your face. It will help your pores be more even and your makeup will last a long time compared to without a primer. So I advise no matter what you do, no matter what kind of makeup you wear, always use a good primer. I want to talk to you about our foundations, our concealer, and our BB cream. We have several for you to choose from. I'm going to show you just a couple of them right now. A couple of my favorite methods anyways. I'm going to show you, this is our BB Flawless. This is amazing. I use Bisque. I was never a BB girl. I didn't think that I could get good coverage from any BB cream, so I never even tried them. Tinted moisturizer just did not sound like something that I wanted to be a part of because as you can see I have some serious problems with my skin. A lot of problem areas underneath my eyes, some serious scarring, acne. So for me BB cream just, it didn't seem the way to go, but I was asked to try this and I was made a believer and I'll show you why. And then our Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. This is by far my favorite product that Younique has. This is completely opaque. You will not see anything through this. Good luck finding a better concealer. I've tried. I have tried every concealer known to man. This is the best. And then we have our ever famous Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. This is lovingly nicknamed Photoshop in a Bottle for a reason. It's amazing. I have two different shades here. I have Organza and I have Velour. So I'm going to show you with Organza just because that's the one that matches my skin the best. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to do half of my face in one and half of my face in the other. So let's get started. I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to apply just a very tiny amount with my finger here, like that. And I'm going to get my problem areas here. And then you don't have to do this, but I like to get in here just because I have some, like I said, some issues with some darkness down there. So I'm going to put one dot down here just to kind of get that whole area. Now when you apply your concealer, you do not want to go just like right in here. You don't want to have this football player line. You want to go in a kind of a triangular shape. So forgive me as I do this through the camera without a mirror. So if I look a little weird while I do this, please understand that it's hard to see. Okay, so you're going to apply this down and across and just really get all of those good areas, all those fun little spots. For me, it's dark circles. I really have an issue with dark circles. Now one of the things that I do so that it's not so blatantly obvious that I have concealer on, I like to kind of bring it up and blend and then bring it down and blend. And I do this in a triangular shape, and so that just kind of draws the focus and the light away from your problem areas. Okay, so I've got that, and then I come into here and I do just a little bit right here. And I usually end up with a little bit of excess on my brush right here just because you really do not need a whole lot. So as you can see, right there, already you can see the difference. See the very deep dark circle there? It's hidden over here. Alright, and then my little problem areas, I just kind of touch onto those and touch here. Now if I have a breakout issue going on here, typically I will also bring it over here just to kind of even it out and make it more like a contour rather than a hey I had a pimple and I covered it up. But because I'm using two different types of foundation, I do not want to do that because I want you to see the effect of both different types. So now that I've got that on there, I'm going to go ahead and let that dry, and I'm going to talk to you about this little trick that I've learned with this BB cream. So I always shake up my BB cream really well, and I do that just because all makeup has a way of settling, and I don't want to end up with, you know, a goop or like a liquid I haven't really had that issue, but I always just do. So take your BB cream and apply, let's say about a nickel's worth, a nickel size amount. I might have gotten too much on there, especially since I'm only doing half my face. I didn't think about that. Okay, and then I'm going to, actually I'm going to divide that because I don't need that much. So I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to add just a tiny, tiny amount of that concealer, that really small dot right there. I'm going to mix the BB cream and the concealer right here, and I'm going to apply this to my face on this side because I want you to see. Notice I have not put any other concealer on this side of my face. All I have is the primer. And then I'm just going to use my hand just because I'm not sure I'd do such a great job trying to imitate this in the camera. And then I just apply it like a lotion. You know, when you apply lotion, you just kind of go all in there. I go underneath my eyes. That lovely face that I just made. And I just kind of bring it everywhere. I have put way too much of this product on my face because I usually do my entire face, not half. And there's something extremely strange about doing only half of your face. Okay, anyways, you get the gist, right? You see how well this covers. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer a non-dewy finish. I don't like that wet, dewy finish that everybody seems to think is so popular right now. That's just not me. I have never been a fan of that. I have no problem with it on anybody else, but for me, myself, because I have combination oily, dry skin, I prefer to use the powder on top. I'm not going to do that because I want you to see the effects that you get from this makeup without the powder, but let me tell you something. Our powder is absolutely amazing. It is so good. The powder is one of my favorites. All of our skincare, or all of our foundations, all of our concealers, I'm in love with all of them. But that's because I've tried so many products out there, and I have yet to find anything that even comes close to what I get from Younique. Alright, so now I'm gonna let that sit there, and I'm going to use the organza in our liquid. I just ordered the new brush, which is amazing. I'm super excited. It has a little recessed area for you to put your makeup in. But for right now, I just kind of dug out a brush with synthetic hairs. Most of my brushes have, you know, real hair, but I am going to use one that has synthetic hairs just because I learned recently that using the brushes with the real hair actually causes the brush to absorb the liquid, and you waste your product and you actually damage your brushes. So I am using just something, I'm not sure how much different the new brush will be, but from what I hear from other people, it's absolutely amazing. So just a few drops of the liquid, put it on here, and then buff it out. And I will say this, I have discovered that using a brush with a smaller surface area is not a good idea. I bought some fancy brush, I paid a lot of money for it, and it was supposed to be like an amazing, amazing brush. It was supposed to be, I don't know, it said something about Photoshop, and I thought, well, we have Photoshop in a bottle, maybe they know something we don't know, you know? No, they don't know anything. It was the worst brush I've ever used in my life, and it was because it was such a small surface area. Alright, okay. So, I want you to look at my face, and I want you to tell me what's the difference. I don't see any difference. I don't see my acne, I don't see my scars. I just don't see any difference. Now, one thing that I will do when I'm done with this video is I will probably go stand in front of a mirror and see the places that I missed, because you do this into a camera and don't miss a spot. If you do, you're great, you should be doing this, and call me because I will put you on my team immediately. But again, like I said, I have some serious face issues, and our makeup covers all of them perfectly. If I was to say, you know, lock in one thing that I would never ever have to go without as far as makeup products goes, it would definitely be this concealer. It is by far my favorite product, even above our 3D mascara. Our 3D mascara is amazing. It's great. By far the best mascara I've ever used, but in my opinion, this is my cannot live without. If you have any questions about our foundations, or if you want to get color matched so that you can end up with flawless coverage as well, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment sections below. If you would like to get color matched, send me a private message with a picture of yourself with no makeup on. I promise I won't show anybody, but I will get you a perfect color match every single time. I have enjoyed this video with you, and I look forward to bringing you more about Younique very soon. Thanks, ladies.